During this process, deputies send somebody to Tony Lazzaro's apartment, where Casey's cell phone was. And her belongings were later retrieved by her brother, who went to the apartment. Caylee Anthony was not there either. One of the things that Casey Anthony told them had to do with having contact information for this Zanny person in her phone. So the deputies retrieve that phone and attempt to get any information that night off of it that they can in an effort to find this person who allegedly has Casey Anthony's daughter, Caylee. They ask Casey Anthony to put pen to paper. Tell us everything that you can tell us about what happened and about this person that you say kidnapped your daughter. They were there to help find Caylee Anthony. So what does the evidence show Casey Anthony did at the first opportunity given to her to put pen to paper? She writes, on Monday, June 9th, 2008, between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. I, Casey Anthony, took my daughter, Caylee Marie Anthony, to her nanny's apartment. June 9th. On Monday, June 9th, 2008. The first words written to the Orange County Sheriff about the disappearance of Caylee Anthony are a lie. This statement is single-spaced, 4 pages, and during the course of this trial, you have the opportunity to review it, and you will see that it's 4 pages of lies. The patrol supervisors at the scene of the Anthony's that morning, July 16th, now 2008, decided that they needed to call a detective out to the house to follow up in this investigation, to tell the detective what their findings were, at least preliminarily. While they're waiting for the arrival of the detective, the sergeant on the scene, Reginald Hosey, took Casey Anthony on a short walk. There's a cul-de-sac that is 2 or 3 houses down from her residence, and asked her, is this a domestic situation? Is it just a matter of you don't want your mom to have access to your child? And Detective Hosey is left with the impression from Casey Anthony that night that this is no big deal. And that her child is fine. At 4 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, July 16th, Detective Yuri Melch at the Orange County Sheriff's Office first arrives at the Anthony house. He gets a copy, or he reviews that handwritten statement of Casey Anthony, and he asked to speak with her. She talks with him in a room in the house. He ultimately tape records their conversation, and he says, is this true? Do you want to change anything on this statement? And Casey Anthony says, no, sir, no way. This is what happened. I'm telling you the truth. One of the things that she had relayed to the Orange County Sheriff's Office was that she had a phone, another phone, that was lost at Universal Studios where she worked, that there were people who were employees of Universal Studios who she had told about this situation. Detective Melich again asked if Casey Anthony could take him to the location where she says she last saw her daughter at the Sawgrass Apartments, and she takes him right back to that same place where she took the patrol officers. He asked if there are other people related to this Zenaida Fernandez-Gonzalez that he could contact in an effort to locate Kaylee Anthony. She takes him in the area of another residence, supposedly of Zenaida Gonzalez's mother. No one is contacted. Nobody is found. They return to the Hope Spring house with no Kaylee. Casey Anthony goes back in her house, and Uri Melich begins his investigation. And that investigation begins at Universal Studios. Uri Melich contacts an employee of Universal Studios by the name of Leonard Tutura in an effort to determine where Casey Anthony works, where these other people that she said can be contacted work, how they can be contacted. And Detective Melich learns Casey Anthony doesn't work at Universal Studios. Casey Anthony hasn't worked at Universal Studios for years. These people that she told you were here, they don't work here. So Detective Melich, with the assistance of his supervisor, Sergeant John Allen, and another detective by the name of Appy Wells, make contact with Casey. The first contact is made by Detective Melich over the phone, where he calls Casey Anthony and says, you work at Universal Studios, and this is the information verifying what she had told him before. She's like, yes, absolutely, of course. Yes, you're right, that's it. He knows it's a lie. Maybe they all have it wrong. Maybe if Casey comes out to Universal Studios, we can clear this all up. Maybe we're not getting the names right. Maybe I wrote it down wrong. And she is contacted and agrees to come out to Universal Studios. So Detective Melich is there with Leonard Tutura, and John Allen and Appy Wells go to the Anthony house, pick up Casey Anthony, and she accompanies them to Universal Studios. She directs them where to park, just has idle chit-chat with them on the way, and they get to the security gate at Universal Studios, and she's denied access. They're suggesting she doesn't work here. They ask her for her identification. She tells them, I forgot it, I don't have it. Leonard Tutura, who's there with Uri Melich, allows them to come in anyway. And there, Casey Anthony is supposed to show them the office where she works and where she lost her phone, or where there might be some information about Zenaida Gonzalez. And you will hear testimony that Casey Anthony walks with purpose through that security gate and heads towards an administration building, walks in, and true to what we've seen, or you will see during this case, is at the end of the hall. And she puts her hands in her back pocket and smiles. All right, that'll work here. Detectives Allen, Wells, and Melich then speak with Casey Anthony on tape in a conference room at Universal Studios, where she admits to them that she's been lying to them about working at Universal.